Hey guys, how's it going? Elliot here again. Today's video is going to be pretty special. I'm going to be doing my first modification on this channel. It's going to be to a DMG Game Boy and I'm super excited. So without any further ado, let's get straight into the video. So the first thing to do is to take off the thin metal film that's on the back of the screen. To do that, just simply lift it up with a knife and very, very gently peel it off. It is quite hard to do, which is why I didn't film myself doing it. You have to be really, really patient. It takes quite a lot of practice. Like, just gently peel it up and make sure you're getting both of the layers. After the screen is off, give the screen a wipe down with some isopropyl alcohol. Just give it a bit of a clean, get some of the sticker residue off. Next up, slide the backlight module just underneath the screen behind it and feed the two cables that come out underneath the ribbon cable. It's a good idea to unscrew the screws that are holding the ribbon cable at the bottom. Of course, the backlight needs power. In order to do this, we're going to solder the red and black wire to a capacitor nearby to take the power from that. Solder the positive to the point on the left and the negative to the point on the right. Then go ahead and fasten the screen down again with the two small screws. Last thing to do, of course, is to test to see if it works. Now obviously this was really exciting for me. I've never actually seen a modded Game Boy, and of course this is the first time me doing it. So go ahead and plug it into something and power it on. We could of course leave it here, but the backlight just simply highlights the fact that the screen on the DMG is actually really, really dim. Once you remove the metal film at the back, the screen is a lot less pea green and becomes slightly faint. The black pixels become extremely grey and faint, so there is actually a solution to this, and it's called Biverting. In order to do this, you take a small little chip, and what that chip is going to do is flip the pixels. So the ones that are off are going to be on, and the ones that are on are going to be off, and that's going to make it look a lot more black and a lot more dark, and it's going to look absolutely fantastic. I picked this and the backlight kit up from a website called Deadpan Robot. I'll leave that in the description below. Now it's time to install it. To do this, we're going to lift the 6th and 7th pin from the ribbon cable connector, and what we're going to do is we're going to be sliding the Bivert chip under that, and that's going to basically flip the image that way. In order to lift those little pins, I'm going to take some desoldering wick and just hover it over the pins, leave it there for a little bit of time, and the solder will come right off. There is a little bit of solder that might get stuck underneath the pins, so in order to lift them up, just take a little crafting knife and cut away, lift the pins up very gently and slide the Bivert chip right underneath. Conveniently, the Bivert chip just sits over the solder points that are already there. It might need a little bit of wiggling of some of the legs in order to fit it over nice and snug, and then after that you're just going to fill up the holes that are there with some solder. After that, you're done with the modding. Go ahead and test it to see if it works. I'm not going to leave mine here. I am actually going to go a step further. I've ordered a new housing from a Play It Loud DMG Game Boy, and I've also ordered a glass screen. So I'm going to go ahead and take everything apart again, give it a nice clean, and then go ahead and screw it all together.